What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Big Spirit, and it's time for another Spirited Sunday. Come on in, come on in, hey, 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 the ladies, come on in, hey, come on in, come on in, hey, the fellas, come on in, hey, come on in, come on in, hey, everybody, come on in, hey, come on in, come on in, hey. And you already know we party and we pray. On Spirited Sundays, I said we party and we pray. On Spirited Sundays, I said we party and we pray. Okay. On Spirited Sundays, I said we party and we pray. On Spirited Sunday. Okay. Okay, y'all. I've got my friends with me. Yay! I am like so excited for today. This is going to be the friendship episode, and I'm here with women I met 12 years ago, y'all.
Pretty sure it's 13.
Might be. Come on now. Correct me. She's a smart one.
Longer than that.
She's like, I love these women so much, and we've been through stuff in our friendship, and we have stayed together and loved each other the entire time. So I'm so excited to get into some real deal, Holyfield conversations about what it takes to be friends for this long, overcoming obstacles and challenges, loving each other. And I hope that this helps you in your friendships, because we've had to navigate losing people in the friendship sometimes, and like it gets real out here, and these relationships are just as dynamic and important as romantic relationships.
Absolutely.
They are your chosen family, and so we about to do that. So first things first, let me introduce my friends. Okay, this is Bernicia.
Hi, everybody.
And this is Ashley.
Hello. So good to be here.
So happy. We met each other in college. 10 years after graduating, we are still here.
Yep.
First, we won't get into the look, because the girls is looking cute. They looking too cute. Okay, I'm serving vanilla latte. Okay, Bernicia is serving brown beautiful baddie, and Ashley giving Jenny from the block, girl. That's my fun girls. Okay. So we got a whole little list. So I'm gonna be looking at the phone, because there are definitely topics I wanted to cover, and you know we need a mantra of the day. And today's mantra is, it's mine in God's time. We've been having a girls trip for the last 5 days, and this is how we're rounding off the last day at Spirited Sundays.
Yes.
So everyone take a deep breath. It's mine in God's time. Okay.
It's mine, God's time.
All right, so I kind of gave the juice a little bit about where we met, but how did we all connect in college? Because I don't really...
Yes, I met you first.
Because you're my friend on the line.
Yes. So I met you first, and then I met Ashley
Yes.
after that.
I remember I would drive with you because we both went to Florida for breaks sometimes. And it was like, hey, do you know somebody going to Florida? I think it was like a dorm room
As soon as we crossed, we drove out to Florida together.
Yes.
Yes. We got that red car. Yeah.
We Pontiac Grand Prix.
We lived in the same dorm room, because I used to be in your dorm sometimes.
And I was by the refrigerator and the food.
Yes.
I was in the basement by the kitchen. I stayed by the snacks.
Yes, so
I'm
there's times
Yes. Yes.
and all of us just clicked in our own different ways.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if we met 13 years ago, we have grown a lot up. Let's talk about growing together as friends, and how does that kind of like, how does that work? Because I've changed a whole lot. Changed my name and all. And it's like,
I think that we have given each other a lot of grace. You know, like throughout the years, when we're going through things, we're honest with each other about it. We're vulnerable. And then we just like, okay, you know,
Yeah.
they're taking their space.
Absolutely.
They still love me. but I'm like, I know that like they're here for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if we're not talking, like I know that I'm like, they still love me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like we can go a couple of weeks or whatever. We're getting a little better about it now.
Yeah.
But like there were times where we weren't talking as much as we,
often,
but it was still all love.
It was still
all love.
I think too, being present in different ways, and I think while we may move and live in different areas, the present it's much easier now with FaceTime and social media and more ways to be connected and be present. But I think just doing our part, and the intention was there to maintain the relationship, check in on somebody.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been watching your socials. I noticed this happened. How can I help you out?
Yeah.
Whatever that might look like. And so I think that is, while it may be uncertain for what that action looks like over time, I think even just saying, what does it look like to support you right now?
Yes, that's such a good way.
I think that for me, like, and I sometimes feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't ask, but it's like if I didn't communicate and ask, like, then I would just wander and swirl, and knowing that my friend needed something. So I think just like being okay with not knowing or not even being sure what she's gonna tell me, because she could just say, no, I'm good, I'm chill. Like, actually, I'm not ready. But that doesn't mean that I need to retreat. I need to say, okay, try again in a week or two, or
And then on the other end, we're grateful that friend reached out, even if we didn't have anything to say, or like we're still like in the background. I love that about I love that.
Yes,
that she reached out, and
for me, a constant in our friendship has always been, I've always felt loved and accepted as I am. And so I've gotten to grow into, because a lot of our lives is like figuring life out, figuring ourselves out, trying stuff out for ourselves, seeing whether we like it or not, like whether I want to be a chef one day or a school teacher the next day. If I told them, they support.
We supporting.
Okay, you doing what? Okay, sis, let's get
remember
it.
You said that.
Yeah.
We check on you and say, well, how is this going? You mentioned this.
And I still feel safe enough to be like, actually, girl, that's not for me. And so being able to like change my mind, try, deny, and like, because it's still at the same time, like even before I went by spirit, I still feel like the core of the same person of who I
absolutely.
am. So being
values, we've always maintained the same or similar adjacent values throughout life.
Yes. And so not feeling judged as you grow, because I know a couple of us, we all have been on like our own spiritual journeys, and that can feel very like, I don't even know what's happening within myself.
Very isolating.
It can be really isolating. And still like having friends that's not like, you ain't called me in 3 months, so you can't call me no more. It's like, no. It's like,
I missed you, friend.
Tell
me how you are for real.
These are people that their eyes light up when you see them. And that's a real thing when it comes to friendships. Like some girls, they see you and they just like, oh, hey.
Right.
And it's like, okay.
What you up to these days?
Like, exactly.
Like a size up. It's never felt like that. It's always been like, hey.
Hi.
How have you been?
I miss you.
It's not like that.
We've never been too afraid to love, never been too afraid to say I miss you. Call me, what's going on with you? Like,
I missed this, or I didn't text you when this happened. How did that go? Like, is there something else that you still need? How do we continue to just acknowledge what we know is kind of top of mind, even if we may feel like we dropped the ball and not carrying guilt from when we wanted to do more but didn't, right? Still wanting to actively see, how can I acknowledge this for you? It went well, you deserve to continue to be on cloud 9 until as long as you want to be.
And acknowledging that for yourself is like you said, like, hey, I missed that, I'm so sorry. What's up? Like, not just acting like things didn't happen. Or like, one thing I can also say about y'all that is really key in friendship is I've never had to question y'all's energy towards me. Ever. I've never been like, is she being shady right now? Or like, why she acting funny towards me? I've never ever, and I love that. Even if there's conflict or anything, I still know that this person is not malicious towards me. And I think that sometimes people,
it's a genuine intent.
It's always a genuine. Whether I didn't like what they had to say because they kept it too real at the time. Like, I know you're not trying to hurt me. I never felt, and
it's coming from a good place.
Yes, and there's definitely friendships that I have felt like the energy is off, you acting funny, or you could be trying to hurt me with your comment, things like that.
And you know what? I think that speaks to, for each of us, we respect each other's lanes and we allow each other to thrive in our own strengths. And so when we talk kind of and have our one-on-one relationships, we'll say, hey, I've been worried about this, or, oh, you should talk to Spirit, or talk to Bree. She has something like this happen, or she used to do that kind of stuff, reminding us of where we're strong, where we're experienced at, because I believe we have what we need right here.
Amen.
Right here, right? And so let's continue to remind each other of how to play key to our gifts.
Yes.
And own those and empower each other to say, like, no, you can do that. And I know it's tough, but so-and-so is going to help you. And that is how you continue to kind of build that muscle and be productive in what you're called to do.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Let me check the list, girl.
Check it.
See what's going on. Okay. Oh, that was a good one. So Asleen has to, or no, who started telling me about when I decided to change my name?
I think I mentioned it.
Yes.
How that.
What was going through your head? Because y'all, that's crazy. I moved away from Atlanta, and then maybe within 8 or 9 months, I'm like, okay, I'm Spirit now. And I know what I was going through personally, which is definitely like breaking away from a life that I had already known, that I felt like
that's how I
was
felt
acceptable
about it,
and accepted, and decided to give myself a shot at like my big dreams.
I feel like I always saw it that way though. Like,
you
she
did?
just, you know, she's just trying to like figure out like how she can separate what she was known as before, and now trying to come into like this new person that you're like working towards being. Like, I never saw it as anything like negative or anything.
I know. I feel like my mom thought I was on drugs, girl.
No,
but she was like, is everything okay? Like, dude, we need to come and get you.
Nah, I never thought about it like that.
So when I experienced it, I thought about actually when I moved from Iowa to come to Atlanta, and I started blossoming and just realizing different facets of myself, like other dimensions that I wanted to explore. And so I thought about New York is probably nurturing her and doing something to what's on the inside of her. And while she may not like know exactly what that is, she's starting to like, she's shifting differently. Because I remember I went through that. And I think for me, a catalyst was becoming Line Sisters. And so it was my surroundings and the people that were now pouring into me on a regular basis or draining you that might lead you to something else. And so that's why I think I kind of said, okay, well, I'm not sure what this is going to be, but I'm gonna see where this goes and find out how I can continue to be supportive and show up for you.
That's beautiful.
And I know at first, like, you'd be like, okay, I had this habit, like, saying Ebony. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, Spirit. And I'm like, you like,
I didn't care. I did not care. Like,
she's like, it's no.
I mean, Spirit, like, I'm sorry.
No, I always
It did take a while. Yeah.
But now I say Spirit first. And like, we went out to dinner the other night, and she made the reservation, and we were like standing up there, and she was like somewhere taking pictures. It was like, wait, is the reservation under Spirit or Ebony?
I tell people the same thing. I'm like, baby, say Ebony or Spirit on there. She on that list somewhere. Y'all still got to pay Ebony. Okay, on the government, it's Ebony. The checks go to her. And Spirit gonna cash them. Period. Okay, it was even weird to like tell people like, but I was like, okay, but you made a choice, so you need to stand in the choice. So it's weird. It was weird for me to be like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's still like insecure and shaky and new, and I'm like, wait, what is this name? Like, what are you talking about? To myself. So to then still be embraced by y'all helped because there was definitely people that didn't embrace it or like, well, I'm gonna call you this still. And I'm like, okay.
Even though I'm telling you,
I'm asking you not to, but it's just like, okay, I see where we stand on that. And I think over time, it became more fitting. Like even my Nana calls me that now sometimes. I'm like, oh, I need her.
I love that.
Thanks.
Very sweet.
Okay. How have we been maintaining the friendship over time? You spoke of it a little bit. But what do you think is working? Because we all live in different states now, and we all have different levels of communication between each other. So
I think for me, I'm always ministry of presence. Okay, I think that like, you know, part of my gifts, I think showing up is one of them.
She will pull up.
I am that
She
pull
will
up friend
pull up on you.
No matter where. No matter where.
I will come, and I have some special benefits, of course. You know,
Yes.
She work at Delta. I used to.
The flights is right.
The flights are right, and I think I have that spontaneity where I'm like, okay, I'm not sure how I can show up or support, but if there's a cheerleader, there's a cameraman, if there's someone cleaning up in the kitchen, if I'm organizing flowers, whatever that looks like, put me in a place, and I'm gonna serve that area beautifully. And so it's like, what do you need? Like, I think presence is a way for you to then bring parts of yourself that you know your friend needs to remind them of themselves.
Yeah.
And so I think that's how I've maintained that, and just always been so transparent with what I have going on. My friends are aware of like my family challenges that I have and my employment opportunities, and even just boyfriends. I've never been like, yo, I'm not okay. Like, no, this is happening to me.
Yeah.
And I need help.
Not trying to hide it.
I'm not.
Yes.
I'm coming to support you and be present for you, but I also, this is fueling me.
Yes.
Yes.
It's healing
Like,
every
it's
time.
healing. Yes.
I feel like too, like you've taught me a lot about just like being open and honest with your friends, like about what you have going on. Like you're like, girl, I done been through this. Like you show up as yourself, and you're not afraid. So it's like makes people feel comfortable.
I want to love you for
know?
right now.
Yeah.
Not where you think you're going to be in 6 months.
Yes.
But once, if this just happens, Asleen, then I'll, but today, baby girl, I love you just like this. On the floor, barefoot, bonnet on.
Right, I don't have to hide.
I don't have to hide it.
Okay, they say like misery shared is misery halved. So when you share with people, sometimes it can lighten the load.
Absolutely.
I think sometimes we think we need
Yes.
to isolate to feel better, when sometimes just sharing what's going
Yes.
on. And they say joy shared is joy doubled. And we get to be like, I came to your graduation.
Yes.
We come to
Yeah.
birthdays.
Absolutely.
But I feel like we at least prioritize seeing each other
Absolutely.
at least 2 times a year.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least. So Bernicia and I communicate different than Asleen and Bernicia communicate.
Yeah.
Me and Bernicia are on social media all the time together. So it's like
Yeah.
I feel tethered to her because I'm like, we sending TikToks or we just responding to each other's stories. Whereas Asleen is gonna
on
call
that
you
FaceTime.
on that FaceTime.
She want that FaceTime.
I would
What's
like
up?
to see you.
Yes, yes. And
Where's
so
your smile?
That's really special.
Yeah.
And so
She even know, like, if my phone's on D&D, she will call like 2-3 times so the call come through.
I will
Like
blow you
she
up.
don't. She don't.
And that's the thing, I don't even want anything. I just be like, hey friend,
How are you?
I'm just checking on you.
Yes.
Like that, I want nothing,
It goes a
but I will
long
call so
way.
often with nothing.
It goes a long way.
it's really special.
Yeah, it goes a long
Because
way.
it makes me be like, well, let me pick up the phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me see what she got going on.
I definitely am a stage 5 clinger with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will like.
And when we ain't heard from her, we like,
Well, hello.
Right. Like, what you doing?
Yes. Ashley.
Yes.
And she's also the meeting point. So we'll come to
Yes.
Philly,
Yes.
all stay at her house. She's
Yes.
our hostess with the mostest.
Yeah.
Ringleader energy. She will get the girls together, make an itinerary.
Yes. We
And
love
like,
organized trips.
and no one tries to take that from her. That's another
Yes.
thing in friendships. Like, if I wanted to make the itinerary, I can say, "Hey, can I make the itinerary this time?"
And she would be like, okay.
she would be okay with it.
Yeah,
But it's like,
sure.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Why she always got to be the leader or the boss?"
No, like-
I'm happy.
Yes.
Like, thank God.
Yes.
Because we're gonna be saying, if
yeah.
I get to doing
ain't nobody
it.
competing.
She's willing to do that work.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
not
I enjoy it.
Exactly. Exactly. And so we all, like you said, we respect our lanes. We all have special things that we bring to our friendship. I'm gonna check the camera right quick.
I think this is going good.
Don't play with it.
Yes.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
So, yes, it's all love, but let's get into a little bit of the juicy stuff, girl. A, we started off as a quartet. B, conflict happens in friendships. So let's talk about. That's just my timer. Let's talk about navigating conflict and what has been some of the ways that work in navigating conflict, and what do you notice doesn't work, and not even just within our friendship, because the things that didn't work might be people that are no longer here now. So I can definitely speak about that, like things that what I really appreciate when we having conflict, and how we still can stick together through it, versus things that made me be like, actually, I'm gonna wipe my hands of this one.
Yeah, I think time and space.
Yes.
Like, you know, if things have happened or somebody says something, it's just like, okay, let me just take some time to think about what happened, what was said. You know, what role did I play in it? And then like we said earlier, it comes from a good place if somebody's saying something to you. So like you just kind of got to take a step back and be like, okay, they did say this, I didn't like it, but like I know they probably just like, you know, wanted to say that to me and it came from a good place. So it's like, but I think taking some time to think about it.
Space is
good. Because then you'll just end up just saying a bunch of stuff you don't really mean.
Girl, that you can't take back.
That you can't take back. And that can ruin an entire friendship.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to actually pause and like reflect on what you know your friend's been going through, and maybe just not take things so personal. I think it's so easy to take things personal in life because you know it's not understated that we're Black women.
Yes, we are.
This world,
stuff.
A lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure
is happening, and so I think for me, I always am like, okay, well, I know she's going through that. It's a let me love you from afar type of thing. Like they'll realize, or wait, when the time is right, then I can then say, hey, you made a comment and that didn't land too well with me. And I think it's really important to not let those things build up. And so that's why, to your point, the time element is important because you want to tell them that you were offended by something within the right time, but you also don't want to sweep it under the rug because then the rug starts to get bumpy and full and you can't smooth it out no more. And so I hate when there are breaking points and these moments of build up where it really is just this one small petty thing that broke the camel's back. And then you have this blow up, and so then things are taken out of context when you're angry. So trying to stay calm and just really think through, like, they're going through a lot. How can I not take this personal when there's so many things that can charge and trigger us in this world?
I agree. And like when I'm feeling away, feeling safe enough to bring it up to somebody, and then not like they like, what you mad at that for? Like trying to flip it. Now you mad that I'm mad and I said something. So that's really important.
Not gaslighting.
Yeah, don't gaslight me or saying I'm making a big deal about something. Like, okay, to you. But this is big enough for me to say something to you because I'm feeling away. And what doesn't work for me is that the gaslighting, the flipping it. And what always works is like people who are willing to apologize and are willing to have accountability, like, I'm so sorry because maybe you didn't even mean to offend me, but because of what I've been through in my life, that like hurt me, or just because that day I'm having a bad day and that little comment just had me like
triggered.
And so just being like, oh my gosh, girl, I was not trying to do that. And that also goes into like not taking it personal. Like,
can't take it nothing personal.
Come on now, like we gonna all have days where shit is just not right within ourselves, and I try to like not let that rub off, but I can't help it. Sometimes we can't help it. So it's like we might be on the edge and say something a little spicy, but like you said, considering like, well, you know, it's midterms, it's finals week. She's stressed. She ain't got a lot of sleep lately. That nigga acting up. Now this is a thing with the friends. But we dealing with the boys now.
The men's involved.
The good. Now these is not the girls that I have never been called a dumbass bitch for still fucking with him. You know what I mean? Some girlfriends would really do that, and y'all have never done that, and I've never done that to y'all.
No, because I think you gonna leave a nigga alone whenever
you ready to leave him alone. I keep telling you. There's no chart I can draw. There's no collage I can put together. Like, she gonna do what she gonna do.
That's a waste of time to do that.
It's a waste of time. Because the girl only gonna hate you. She just gonna hate me for telling her.
You just gonna stop being her friend. Like, you know, like you just gonna lose your friend.
That unintentional animosity between y'all. And you don't want to.
I can't talk about him to you because you always get mad about it.
You don't want to give gateways for jealousy and for bitterness to just sit there with people, right? Like, I think that's very important. And I haven't had this happen in this friendship, but I've had someone say to me, you know, I'm still bothered by that comment that you said. And I had to stop and pause and like own that and say, you're right, I did say that. And while it's not my intent to offend you or disrespect you, I understand that you still have, you know, some unrequited feelings. Let me say again that I apologize for it. It was not my intent to hurt you. And so as we move forward, I hope you can give me some grace and forgive me, you know, so that we can, if you'd like, we can continue on a positive interaction. You know, because sometimes you do have to acknowledge that while you're over it and you let it go, they haven't.
Yeah.
And it's still always, it should be an open door policy to continue to give grace and forgiveness, because it's not it doesn't happen overnight, for depending on how that comment or whatever that action landed on them.
Mm-hmm. And that's what happened when people like you. When your friends like you, they got grace for you, they're willing to apologize, they're willing to be accountable.
Absolutely.
And I would say over this time, we have all evidently matured in ways that we don't act like when we were in high school, when we were in college. And sometimes I find that some people never grow up out of being catty. And to me, if you are maturing and someone else is still catty, it's literally going to wind up tearing the friendship apart sometimes.
There's no Regina George
No.
allowed in my life.
No.
She's not, no.
No mean girl energy.
No mean girl energy. Absolutely not.
That's been one of the keys to me for us staying together as
agree.
friends, is we are always kind.
Yeah.
We do not do the snarky, mean girl. Because that shit don't feel good. Yeah. I don't leave y'all not feeling
And it's
better about
insult
myself.
to injury on top of everything else you got going on. You don't want your friends picking at you.
Yes.
What is that?
Yes.
Like about not feeling seen.
Hello?
In your own friendships?
Yes. I used to have friends that would like just critique everything about me, and I used to like become so insecure and questioning myself, and I'm just like, that doesn't feel good. Yeah.
That's not my friend.
That's not my friend.
Every time I leave from with y'all, I feel energized and motivated to like keep going.
Keep being a bad bitch. Stay on your shit.
And so if
Grace is here if you need
you have it. And if you feel the opposite, you feel negative, you feel down on yourself, you critiquing yourself, that might not be your friends.
That might not be your friend.
Yeah.
Because I always feel inspired and I feel happy to be me. Like I feel loved as me. Like, woo. Because sometimes I be thinking like I'm hard to love when you're feeling lonely and like, and then people come around you that make you feel perfect as you are with all your imperfections. Like I was getting into it with my man one time, and Asleen just came and said, "Do you want to pray?" And
Let's pray.
I just was crying because I was like, that was so special. She didn't say what's going on, what's up with you. She was like, if she want to talk to me about it, she will. But I think my friend needs somebody to pray for her right now. And that literally broke everything in me, the wall that I was having. I was just like, damn, thank you for seeing me and fucking with me enough to just be vulnerable. And
if you are looking for friends, if you don't have friends that have been around for 12, 13 years, it's okay to pray for friends.
Amen.
God blesses people through other people. And so when you are praying for that person, platonic or in a romantic relationships, think about those friendships, that circle of wisdom that you have, because your friends are going to either push you forward or hold you back. And so praying for that friendship with that you can be reciprocated on, both people contributing on this relationship, that is key. So let's not forget the power of prayer for anything that we need in life.
Anything that you want.
Anything you want,
that.
friends included.
How have you guys made new friends? I think a lot of people sometimes feel like as adults they struggle with making new friends. What do y'all think would be some of the keys? I've made some new friends.
Looking for personality similarities,
Value alignment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So like just look for those same things outside of this.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I think writing down like, okay, like these are the things that I'm focused on and I want to do things with this interest in mind. Using interest groups as a way to get to know people as well. I travel a lot, and so I use a lot of like Black expat chats and meet some very nice people where we'll all show up and kind of mix and mingle. And there are folks that I gravitate towards, and there are folks that I just have this intuition of like, I'm gonna stay over here. Right? And so you have to feel that out, test every spirit, even as you are getting to know people and continuing to honor your current friendships, right? Because friendships take work.
They do.
And even with new friends, it's like I'm not forgetting the people that are so important to my life. My A1 day ones. What about, okay, so we're a throuple, and not like that. What about having separate relationships within the friendships and not feeling like envious about it, instead embracing that, like I love y'all two relationships. Like we all have different relationships. And I think that's really helpful in our friendship.
I think for me, I've been able to play both sides very well because I spent time in Atlanta. And so you and I had that kind of Spelman love and just being so close with
What
each
you
other.
need is a friend
location-wise.
that got flight benefits. And then she gonna keep the group all together.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
And then I think now that I'm so close on the Northeast, being in Philly,
Yes.
I get to over-index myself on you, and
She
then I just
gonna
pull up
come.
Yes.
to Bree, like, hey girl, we going to the spa?
Yes.
And like, you know, it may not be on your birthday or something else, but I want you to know that like we're planning ahead, the quality
Yes.
time is there.
Yeah.
So that whatever it is on your heart and mind, sis, let's address that, right? And so I think our time has changed over time of how we spend our time together.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it used to be, oh, we're going to happy hour, we Taco Tuesday, hookah mommies, and then some days we are
we at the spa.
we at the spa,
Yes.
okay,
And we watching
and we're taking bottles of
Netflix.
wine.
We cook
and we're-
together.
We cooking.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna do breakfast. Okay, you're gonna do brunch. Okay, everybody.
working out
what
together.
ingredients do you need?
Yes.
Okay, like let's bring it all to the
Yes.
house. Let's help
doing
each
all
other
that
maintain
stuff.
our goals, right?
Yes.
So I think it's like the evolution of
Ooh,
seeing
you said something good too. Girl,
Say it, girl. Keep going.
Girl. We get to do all parts of life together. Like we
Yes.
still shake our ass in the mirror together. We still go to the club together.
Yes.
But we also pray together.
Yes.
We talk about our goals together.
Work out together.
We work out together. We talk about our friendships together.
We do our makeup together.
We do our makeup
Tips.
together.
I'm feeling beautiful and confident.
Yes.
In every face. I can't underpin how important it is to have confident friends.
Yes.
That know what they're called to do. They respect their lane.
Yeah.
They can be their big spirit energy, all up in their own portion.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it never like
Yes.
crosses that line of like, okay,
Why
you know.
she doing all that?
Right.
We ain't never said you doing too much.
No.
You doing the most.
No.
You get to be as big as
Yes.
you are.
Yes.
We all
Yes.
get to be as big as we are in
Absolutely.
this friendship.
We
And I'm not
love
gonna let
those
you play
things about
small.
each other.
That's what that
Yeah.
is. You don't. No. You're better than that. You're not
Yeah.
gonna play to these little games.
Yes.
You're gonna rise up. We will always go high.
Yes.
We will
Yes.
always go high, and I
Yes.
will not like let my friends go low.
Yeah.
Like no.
No, that's so true. We get to just be our biggest selves
Yeah.
with each other, and it's
Yeah.
not like,
Yeah.
what's she doing? Why she
Yeah.
doing all that? Here you go,
Those
being
are the things we love-
extra.
Those are the things we love about each
Yes.
other.
It's literally what we
Yeah.
love about
I'm going
each
to
other.
snap, clap, get my camera out, and
She
repost.
gonna dance. She
dance.
gonna talk to everybody, and it's like, please talk to him, girl. 'cause
Yes.
I ain't talking to nobody. She might not be talking to nobody. But as we be in the club section, as Lean go dance, be done met everybody the whole time, and we on the side like this. Hey, cute, and like there's space for all of us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that is definitely a key. What other keys you guys have to like maintaining these friendships for decades? Because I know that it's been 12, 13 years now, but I expect another 12, 13 years as
Yeah.
we grow. So what do y'all think are like important things to remember with your friends?
Stay in contact.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, even when you don't feel like it, sometimes like just picking up the phone, talking
Yeah.
to somebody, like it will make your day better.
Yeah.
Like keep that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call your friends.
Yes.
FaceTime your friends.
I think it's also,
Like-
I'm at this point where I enjoy being a third wheel. And so, like, I love hanging out with, like, my friends' significant others or
Yes.
husbands.
Yes.
And, like,
So, like,
I will
as their
show
life
up at a
friends.
family holiday. Like,
Yeah.
hey, guys, can I spend this with you and your family?
Yes.
Because I think for me, like, I want to know who's loving on my friend when I'm not there.
Yes.
You
That's
know?
so- that's
and I
so
want them,
sweet.
and I want the family to trust it when I come around. Like, I am this positive light that
grandma still be
influences my
asking about
friends.
you.
I love your grandma.
So sweet. I
They
love
love
it.
yes.
Yes.
So it's like if for whatever reason I needed to talk to your mother or your mother needed to come to
Yes.
me for something, because family be familying. Come on. I want them to know that like I love on you when you like you know are not physically there, right? So
Yes.
I want to know vice versa. Who's loving on my friend?
Yeah.
What this man got going on?
Period.
What's
Come
this?
on
What's
now.
that? Because when that doesn't work out, she got to come to me.
Come on
Yes.
now.
You can come back here anytime you want, but I
And you
need
can
to know-
always come back.
Always come back. I don't care what
always
it
come
is.
back.
It is never too ugly. Like I love you right there where it's ugly.
Yes, you can literally.
I literally
always
love
come
you
back.
right there. So I think that's important for evolution as well as getting to know who else is in their
Yes.
life as they continue to
Yes.
evolve and getting to
Yes.
know the little ones, the kids.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Because we're gonna laugh when your kid does something funny. You used to do that.
Yep.
That was you, girl. And we're gonna reenact
Yes.
it, and we're
Yes.
gonna give them some grace because they're little.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
learning right from wrong. We're gonna laugh in the meantime.
Yes.
Y'all babies.
I know.
Child, my baby.
I will also say keeping each other abreast on what's happening in your life.
Yeah.
That's important. Like, okay, and even if I did notice it on social media, I could still say something about it. Like, hey, girl, okay, I see you at the new job, something, you know, like, celebrating each other is really important for me, for us to, like, stay close, stay tight. Like, I still see you, and I don't take it personal if we haven't talked in however much time, because it's like, no, it's all love.
Right, and I know you got stuff that you're doing. I know you're out in the world becoming a better person.
Absolutely.
Doing what you need to do, so... Yeah. No matter how much time has passed, I know that y'all doing y'all thing.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
You know.
And that I always have time for you.
I
don't care like what you think or what you saw or what you heard. Like you guys are a priority for me, so you can always like Don't ever feel like well you was busy. Don't start. Don't start. Don't do that.
When I though, but when you travel, you do be
on that Vietnam time.
I share my location.
Where in the world is Eslene?
I share my location.
She does. No, bro. You do be out there.
And I have all the pictures, all the stories, and we do group FaceTimes.
Yes, group FaceTimes.
That is so fun.
Group FaceTime is good. So like, put it
you
on
don't have to tell the story 3-4 times. Everybody just
right there. Everybody right there together.
And you react in real time. We giggle with the comments.
Yes. And definitely keeping God in a relationship.
100%.
Praying. We gonna hold them hands at the dinner time, lunchtime, breakfast time. We will keep holding hands and praying and like speaking life over each other.
And encouraging y'all to do women's events at the church and other events where, hey, you need to be spiritually fed. I'm gonna push you towards that, right?
Yes.
Go over there, girl.
Don't slack. She's not gonna ever let us slack. Ever. Because this girl strives in the best way. It's not like I'm being held to do things that aren't for my best interest. It's actually really nice to be held accountable to what I said I wanted. What I said I want to do. She gonna be like, okay, so how's that going?
So having a key would be being an accountable partner.
Yes.
You know.
Holding enabling positive things.
Yes. Don't hold your like you said.
Oh yeah, you said that you want to do this, so like I'm checking in.
Right.
Like, are you on your game? Are you doing what you need to be doing?
You mentioned this was a challenge.
Right,
Did you talk to so and so? Because we talked about that.
Keeping each other accountable is huge.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love you.
And
guys.
encouraging the baby steps. Hey girl, we talked about this. You're supposed to call them. Did you call the people?
Yes.
Call the people about the thing.
Aslene gonna have us having our living trust, our life insurance. Like, get you a smart friend. That's another key, girl. If they all dumb,
oh no.
Get you somebody that could actually add and help with your life. You can't just be hookah homies. The hookah homies will fade away because when shit get real, you ain't got no friend that could call a lawyer for you, that can help you with shit. Like, then what is the actual point? They can't really add nothing to your life except from midnight to 2 or 3 a.m. Like, get some friends that have value. Get people that have value.
You are your circle.
You will become your circle. So if I see Aslene striving and Bernice striving, what you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna strive. It's like I'm gonna keep pursuing, keep going. But if my friends are literally laid around hunching, smoking, and doing hookah every day, like, what you think I'm gonna be doing right there next to them? Hunching, smoking, doing hookah, and drinking every day.
You look up one day and a year has passed. 2 years.
Yep.
2 years passed and I hate myself. I ain't worked on not a goal since. So it's really important to have people that add value not only to themselves but to you and inspire you. That's really what it is. Y'all inspire me. Like
you inspire us.
Right.
Come on now.
This is crazy.
Yes. Crazy. You were here. You saw this. Set up. We love watching our friend invest in herself. So that means that we can like invest in her in supplemental ways.
And it was like, this is a support circle.
Absolutely.
And that's really good to just feel supported in an unsure world. So well, thank you, ladies.
Of course.
Thanks for being here. I love you. Before we go, thank you, everybody. These are my friends.
Were you about to say something?
Yes.
What you want to say? Oh, my bad.
Yes.
She got something to say.
I think, friendships celebrate each other at every phase of life. So we have champagne.
Period.
Okay.
To cheers to all the friends that you currently have, that you wish to have, that you will have prayerfully, and the friends that are just outgrowing in this season. You still care for them, love them, but they're not allowed to be close to you anymore.
Girl, and that's okay.
And so let's cheers to that, because we want a fulfilling life and friendships for all, because that's a part of being productive as a global citizen, is having friendships to help you do it.
Yes.
Because we lift as we climb.
Y'all better listen to Asleen. Y'all better.
I'm gonna go get the champagne. Excuse me.
Okay, Asleen's going to get the champagne. But in the meantime, before the champagne comes, make sure you call your friends, tell them to watch this episode with you.
Yes.
And make sure you're around people who like you and people that you can feel safe being vulnerable with and honest with. I need some love right now, girl. I need a hug right now, girl. Like, let them be with people that you can say, I need a hug, or I'm not doing well right now.
Yeah.
Because we're not always on 10. We don't always feel amazing.
That's not reality.
Yeah, like,
So, yeah.
when your friend needs space, like, she'd be like, okay, I can't talk right now. I need space. And
I'll be
like,
quick to tell them, like, no.
I'm going through something right now. I need some time to myself. And it's like, okay, girl.
And they
like,
respect it, but still, it's showing love.
Yeah.
From a distance, and I feel it.
yeah.
I love you. And I hate that y'all are on the East Coast and I'm way down south, but.
Girl, you
that's
were 2
another
hours
thing.
from me. Please stop that.
Okay.
Girl.
She's like, okay, stop that.
I'm not
Stop
moving
that.
up here,
I know. I wish you was.
And we can start doing destination trips
Yes.
as well. It doesn't need to be, we come up here. It could be we going to
Or there.
Essence Fest.
We can meet somewhere.
We can meet
Yes.
somewhere. You know, I'm
We can.
always gonna take it international.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
She going.
passports will be stamped.
Mexico.
You want to go somewhere? Call her. We supposed to go to Mexico.
All right, Spirit, you gonna do the honors?
Nope. Cheers. Asleen's doing the honors.
Well,
She said no.
it's an honor to be on the show.
I'm so
Thanks.
happy to have
Thank
you.
you that you listened when God chose me to
Come
be your
on
crazy
now.
friend.
So cheers to all the friends. Be nice to each other. Uplift each other.
Love each other.
Love each other for who you are, not
Pray
who you
for your
want them
friends.
to be.
Give grace to one another.
Yes, forgive your
Yes.
friends.
Forgive your friends.
friends.
Yes, they are human too, girl.
Yes.
And sometimes we think they should have known better, but that's not always the case. All right, cheers, my love.
Love you.
Cheers. Love y'all. Cheers.
Spirited Sunday.
And we still turning up together, girl. Oh, that's the last key. Keep it fun.
Keep
Like,
it,
y'all see,
yes.
keep it fun with the
Do
fun.
different things.
Cause I'm a girls, and these girls is fun. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, let's smile and cups down so we can have a cover photo.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, wait, should I
And then
come?
look at the front. Yeah.
Look where?
My bad. The camera. Look at the I said look at the front. The camera.
I'm like, look where?
Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
I loved it.
Yay. All right. Let me pause this. Oh shit. Excuse me, baby.
I enjoyed this. This was so great.
That was so great.
I gotta get this song out of my head.